Hello, Steve89. Well, there's more rumours about Indiana Jones, or is it just the same rumour being repeated? It's unclear. Doomcock made a video, and he accused the director, James Mangold, amongst others, of lying about what's happening with Indiana Jones. Now, would this be the first time a director or producer has lied about a movie? No. As Doomcock points out in his video, J.J. Abrams lied about Benedict Cumberbatch's character being Khan in Star Trek Into Darkness, and I was part of that. I went to one of the first screenings of the film in Australia, and he actually asked us personally, me and the other people in the audience, not to let this secret out, and we didn't. And now he says he did that. It wasn't a lie. He was just trying to, save the secret and stop it from being spoiled. Now other people would say he lied, but the other reference, of course, is Kevin Smith, who, of course, lied about He-Man. He said a couple of things. He said that the series was a direct sequel to the Filmation series, which it wasn't because they didn't have the license. And he also said that Teela wouldn't replace He-Man, and that he was the star of the series when he wasn't. He was in the first episode and the last episode, basically, and Teela replaced him for the bulk of the series. Had they said, oh, we're doing a spin-off with Teela, people probably would have been fine, but there would have been less interest. So they lied and said, oh yeah, it's a sequel to the original He-Man for fans, a direct sequel. It's going to take off directly after the last episode of the series, which was just a lie. So yes, sometimes directors and producers lie to, not spoil films. Other times they lie just because they want to trick people into watching a film and drum up more interest than a film or TV series would get on its real merit. So Doomcock starts off the video patting himself on the back about the intelligentsia characterization in She-Hulk. He still claims that they based that look on him. I've heard that look was established in the comics. I haven't found any proof of that, but I haven't read them. I haven't done a deep dive, but I'm unclear whether that's the case or not. It may just be a coincidence. I think it is a coincidence, but he's claiming it as his proof of his, influence on Hollywood. Now, James Mangold actually referenced the Doomcock, so I guess he has some credibility there in that they do know who he is. And, of course, it's just gone off screen. Okay. Mangold said, well, Paulo, who's someone he was talking to, I guess, it's up to you. Who do you believe, an anonymous troll named Basement Dweller and Doomcock, or the actual director of the film? No one will ever replace Indiana Jones, not in any script, not in any cut, never discussed. Now, he's backed himself into a corner there, because if it turns out that that's not the case in the film, or the show deleted scenes or something, or reshoots where that was the case, then he just lied. And again, is he lying to protect, a big reveal in the film, or is he lying just because, dodgy producer? I'm not sure, because Doomcock has been wrong many times. I think he's probably been right a couple of times, but he's certainly been wrong plenty of times. I remember the annual Star Trek Discoveries being cancelled rumours, which gave me hope, which I resented dearly when I realised he was just making it up for people like me because we wanted to hear it. And then there was also the Picard, isn't going through a series, isn't going to a second series, isn't going through to a third series. It's being cancelled. They've lost the money. They've lost the funding. It's not happening. The third season's in the can and going to premiere in a month or so. So he's been wrong many times before, and he'll be wrong many times again. But his big thing in this video is that the Daily Mail on Sunday has picked up this story. Now, they established that Phoebe Waller-Bridge is playing Indiana Jones's goddaughter called Helena, and it's been established as a substantial role in the film. But of course, the rumor is that she doesn't just carry on from Indy and replace him and follow on, that she also goes back in time, and Indiana Jones dies, and she takes over and replaces him and basically erases his legacy. So he dies in the past as a young man, he dies in the future, and basically they erase him totally, his legacy and his current involvement in the series. And that is the sort of disturbing sort of rumor, the idea they erase him. The idea of him retiring or dying at the end of the film and someone else taking over from him doesn't really bother me, because he can't keep making these films forever unless they recast. Harrison Ford's not going to make another one of these films. He doesn't want to, and he's getting too old. He's already been wiped out for an injury, and they did put the film on hold for a year. Now, that does look suspicious, like they're doing reshoots. But then films also get put on hold and just wait. I mean, look at Star Trek, the original Star Trek, that was put off for 6 months, not because it wasn't finished or had the reshoot. It was just totally finished, but they put it off for some reason. This does happen with films. It's not proof they're reshooting or changing anything. But it could also be that it is. So it's unclear. It will be revealed. There's no point lying for Doomcock or James Mangold, because the film's going to come out and we're going to see who's telling the truth eventually. But in the meantime, who knows? I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Doomcock's been wrong before, but then again, producers, and Hollywood directors and people,